People lost their life while coming to India. It's not like you get a visa and you book a flight ticket. So you literally have to walk across the Himalayas. I was born in Tibet, in Lhasa. Yeah. So I came here when I was 6 years old. So my family told me that I'm going to a much better place as where we are living in Tibet. So for me, what I felt was like it was more like a adventure. I never knew how serious the situation is. So I haven't been arrested, but there are many cases where people got arrested. For them, I think it's not only that individual who will face problem, but his or her whole family will face problem. They might face a problem for years simply for crossing the border. I don't remember a lot, and all I remember was that we just have to walk at the night. For me, it took like a week because we have this guide. So his wife stays at the border, so she can cross the border easily. So I pretend that I was her child. So she just smuggled me into Nepal. But for my other family members, it took a month to reach Nepal. But there are many cases where, uh, people lost their life while coming to India, and like many people got shot. You know, and then many young kids who also got frostbite out of the snow. Because when we come, it's not like you get a visa and you book a flight ticket. So you literally have to walk across the Himalayas. The only problem that I faced was like I was away from my family for a month, and I lived in a basement because it's like I was not allowed to go outside. So yeah, during that moment I faced a lot of difficulties. So when I came to India, when I reached India, then one of our family member was already in India. So we stayed with her, but then gradually, like whoever comes from Tibet can go to school. So I went to TCV school, Tibetan Children's Village School. So that school will provide you clothing, shelter, education, food, everything for free. I think it's important to know that while I was in Tibet, I didn't know that I was a Tibetan. You know, I didn't know that we are separate from Chinese. And the main reason behind that is how the Chinese government is trying to brainwash the younger Tibetans. And then moreover, within our family, no one will talk about Tibet. Because since being a kid, I might just go out and, like, I might say free Tibet out of fun. And it will lead to imprisonment of me, of my family, everyone. Yeah, usually majority, like for the younger kids, it's the family who decides to send the kids to India. And there are a few reasons why Tibetans come to India, and one of the key reasons is because Dalai Lama is over here. It's considered to be very lucky to be near him. And then second thing, I think it's the education. When we say education, it's more about learning about our own culture, our own tradition. And then thirdly, I think it's the freedom. Out of the whole world, India has been the biggest help for the Tibetans when we lost our freedom, because during that time the Prime Minister of India was Nehru. So he welcomed Dalai Lama. He gave separate settlements for Tibetans. He gave separate schools for Tibetans. We do feel comfortable being in India, but I think everybody carries a pain in our heart. And we often do realize that we are a refugee. But usually people don't share their stories. So usually I interview people, Tibetans, about their life. So I think it's really important for me to document these kind of stories, because the stories which I document now will be the source for the researchers to be used after 50 years, after 100 years. We get stronger when we are put into more difficult situation. we find our courage. Right now we have Dalai Lama and we are strong, and I'm sure we will be more stronger even if he is not there, because this is what he desires. This is what he wants us from us, to be stronger. And even he mentioned that even if there is one Tibetan left on this planet, he believes that that individual will fight for the cause. So yeah, I'm not afraid, but definitely I will be sad if he passes away.